Welcome to Icons. Bang, bang.
I was 5 and he was 6. We rode on horses made of sticks. He wore black and I wore white. He would always win in the fight. Bang, bang. Bang, bang. Bang, bang. Bang, bang. My baby shut me down. Bang, bang. Bang, bang. Bang, bang. My baby shut me down.
A lot of you write to me privately and you ask me questions about the war, about how long will it take and how hard it is for you. And I can feel you. And I'm not in the position to give you all of the answers about that. But I want all of you to know you were chosen for a reason. A lot of you even volunteered to come here and help win this war. As souls, you did. All of you have been given a gift to help win this war. And that gift is within you. And you all are important. If you are awake and you feel the truth, that is one of your gifts. Ask yourself, why are you awake and billions are not? That means you can weather the storm. And you can take all the darts and the arrows thrown at you, all the negative bombs, all the hate, all the vitriol, because you are equipped to take it. And not only that, you are equipped to use it as fuel against the enemies of life, love, and self-sovereignty. You are spiritual warriors, special warriors of light and sound. You are the salt of the earth. And all answers will be revealed to you soon. So stay strong. Don't waver. Your time is now, my friends. Although the CIA was taken over by the deep state a long time ago. Matter of fact, they're the ones who created it. Did you know that the CIA was studying the human mind? And a lot of people are just finding that out, especially with the files about the MK Ultra. But there's a declassified document that tells people to close their eyes, focus on pain, and repeat 55515 until the pain fades. I don't have any pain right now, so I don't know. I haven't tried it yet. But the same files mention sleep techniques, memory experiments, and consciousness studies tied to the gateway process. And this is coming out now with no announcement, no explanation. It's just hidden in the archives, and people are digging and finding these things out. This is very interesting. This lady here tells a little bit about it.
Did you know that the CIA has their own quantum healing codes?
If you Google the Gateway Intermediate Workbook and click on this and scroll all the way down, they have a quantum healing code right here to reduce pain signals. So it says, look with your eyes closed at that part of your body which is the source of pain signals. As you look, repeat it in your mind the number 55515. When you do these two things, the pain signals will slowly reduce until they are no longer important.
Not only that, but they have one for falling asleep if you struggle with insomnia. They have one to help you remember anything instantly. They even have one to charge your body for great strength and speed. Now I know this is just the tip of the iceberg, so I don't know about you guys, but I think I'm going to be busy for a while.
So, this is what I know. I know that we are quantum beings. You are a soul, which is part of the source of all that is. I don't care what you call it. You can call it God, source, whatever. You are part of all that is. You are a quantum being. And I only use the word quantum because that is the word that expands us to include the consciousness that we imply to create the reality that we live in. You're quantum beings. You're quantum healing centers. I'm also hearing that with the med beds isn't healing you. The med bed is basically acquiring the codes that is embedded in you and allowing you to magnify those codes to heal yourself. The med beds is just a magnifier. Now that's what I'm hearing. And I think it's true. People that embodied the Christ consciousness throughout history has been able to do miracles. They even say Yeshiva could raise the dead, heal the sick, walk on water. What we would call magic today. They had to take this ability away from us. And that's where the 90% of our junk DNA, which they call junk DNA, which is not junk, had to be turned off. And even that didn't shut off our quantum ability to heal. They had to do other things, like calcify your pineal gland, your connection to source. Because your brain housing group is a quantum biological center that the soul uses to manipulate reality. So the CIA knew all of this. And what I'm also hearing is that the med beds are not healing you. The med beds are magnifying your ability to heal yourself. Can you believe that? It's not a belief, it's a fact. That's what I'm hearing. It accesses your genetic code, and it basically magnifies your ability to bring that code back online, where you can de-age yourself. You can go forward and heal yourself when properly done. So we got a lot of unlearning and relearning to do. So I just found a PDF of this, and I know you guys can go online and find the PDF of this book. It's called the Gateway Intermediate Workbook. And it has a lot of resonant breathing exercises, and it also has affirmation. It says, say in your mind, listen to this. Say in your mind, say to yourself, I am more than my physical body, because I am more than physical matter. I can perceive that which is greater than the physical world. Therefore, in these exercises, I deeply desire to expand, to experience, to know, to understand, to control, to use greater energies and energy systems as may be beneficial and constructive to me and to those who follow me. Also, during these exercises, I deeply desire the help and cooperation, the assistance, the understanding of those individuals whose wisdom, development, and experience is equal or greater than my own. I ask their guidance and protections from any influence or any source that may provide me with less than my stated desires. I now protect myself as may be needed from such influence and reject any source that may restrain me from my stated desires. Second affirmation, I open this channel of communication only to those whose knowledge, wisdom, development, and experience is equal or greater than my own. I restrict such contact and communication to constructive purpose and reject all other. I open such channel only when so consciously desired. At all other times, it will remain closed. And I'm going to tell you, I do this all the time. It's called, I put myself in an energy field. And it tells you how to create a resonant energy balloon. And it tells you with the illustrations here of how you can move the energy up and down, move energy from right to left. You can have the energy swirling all around you in all directions, and how to breathe by inhaling deeply, bringing energy in and up from all parts of your body, how to hold your breath for a fairly long but comfortable period at a count of 10, the exhale of the energy down to your toes, and though softly blowing out, as though softly blowing out a candle. You breathe normal. I sit down in a meditative state and I repeat basically what this illustration is telling me. And I was doing this without even knowing about this thing that they basically was teaching people in this program to do. It just came naturally to me. And that's how I protect myself from negative influences. When I don't want to be bombarded with negative thoughts or negative influences, that's what I do. I put a protective shield around myself. And I'm pretty sure all of you guys can do that also. Okay? Where we go one, we go all. Now, I put out this video 1 day ago, 21 hours ago, actually. Straits of human trafficking taken down, Isby's fed over soul food. And I just want to bring your attention to one of the comments. This comes from White Hat Sit Rep Australia's. He says, "Hi, Sarge and company. If anyone seeking more info regarding quantum system, please feel into the below." I think he meant to say, please feel to look into what's below. Okay. Quantum systems tracking, cabal, assets, and minions. Quantum system overview. Now, he did a lot of work, and I'm suggesting you guys go to this video here and read the comment from White Hat Sit Rep Australia's, because he explains basically what the quantum system is doing. Let me just read number 1 and number 2. The quantum system is a multi-dimensional intelligence network, sometimes called the living field, a quantum grid, or galactic internet that monitors, records and dynamically manages all energetic, informational, and physical assets on Earth and beyond. Unlike linear surveillance and digital databases, the quantum system operates through resonance mapping. Every being, object, or assets emits a unique frequency signature. It's just like your DNA. Field coherence, nodes, sovereign individuals, institutions, ETs, AI are interconnected via energetic circuits. Myth-take protocols, declarations, overrides, and creative transmissions alter the field, forcing recalibration, meaning that you can create your own reality by using and utilizing the energy that's in this field. Okay, because we're all quantum beings too. Number 2, assets and minion identification. Every cabal assets, human, non-human, AI, institution, technology, carries a distinct energetic marker. It has a frequency signature encoded in the field. It cannot be fake. It includes intent, past actions, contracts, and affiliations. The mythic archetype. Many assets play out mystic roles: the betrayer, the puppet master, the enforcer, for instance. And it has a contractual record. Etheric court records log all agreements, deals, and oaths. These are visible to sovereign nodes and quantum intelligence. Minions, lower level operatives, pawns, and energetic parasites are tracked as subnodes, often attacked to central assets via energetic cords or contract links. And this is really good. I mean, yes, I saluted him because matter of fact, I'm going to pin this so you guys can actually come and see it from the beginning. And then you can go down and you see it has a part 2. And he has a part 3 also. You have to keep strolling to see his part 3. And you guys are really awesome, man. You guys are really awesome. So I wasn't really going to talk about this today, but when I saw his post, it made me want to reach out and give my 2 cents on what is going on, because a lot of you are really fearful that the AI is going to take over and do something crazy. But this is not normal AI. I don't even consider it the classical AI model. Quantum is beyond that. Quantum is basically connected to the source of the universe, and that's the way I'm looking at it. And it's impossible to really explain the true quantum systems without realizing that this quantum is connected to the source of everything, and it's a tool that we can use to make things easier and more conjective in the physical reality that we're in as souls. And the true quantum cannot be used to harm or enslave others. Now, there is such a thing as negative AI, which is like this. It's not the quantum that we have at the top, but it's a level below that the AI, like the creation called Satan, was used to create a soul trap. And that soul trap was being used for nefarious purposes to be able to reincarnate souls in a matter where they can feed off of the energy of the soul. That's something different. Quantum is not that. And I'm going to get into that in another video because I want to write it down and be able to go from point to point. But I want to thank White Hat Sit Rep Australia's for this. Thank you, sir. I want to talk about what's really going on out here, because a lot of people are very confused of why I talk the way I talk. What I'm trying to condition people to realize that no conventional hot war, kinetic or military conflict can fully rid the earth of entrenched evil or negative systems. Not with the type of systems of war that we were using. Because history shows that violent revolutions and world wars usually replace one set of elites and flawed systems with new ones. And this often causes massive suffering in the process. The systems built over the last, let's say, 250 years, like the central bank and fiat money, debt-based economies, centralized power structures, the industrial scale manipulation, are deeply embedded in institutions, in culture, in technology, and human behavior. So we had to use something different than what we were accustomed to using. And me, as being, I studied war for a very long time. I wanted to know how to survive a war, what I should be doing in different situations when I was a Marine. I took my job serious. I didn't go in there to play around, have fun. I did have all that. I did have some fun, but that wasn't my main purpose. My main purpose was to stay alive. And I thought the best way that I could stay alive was to learn the rules of engagement. So, saying all that, when I found out through different connections that they were using a quantum computer system, and they had basically uh, adapted this quantum computer system to help rid the earth of these negative systems, which was 17 of them. That's when I knew it became a quantum enabled total restoration war, a multi domain, precision guided civilization scale operation designed for complete total victory, not a managed decline like in the old systems. Like when I was telling you about the other day with the old school generals, they are either ignorant of what's going on, or they don't know that this is the type of system that we have to have to completely remove all the evil that's been embedded on this planet since way before 250 years ago. You can go all the way back to 26,000 years or more. I think they said the Anunnaki came here 475,000 years ago, maybe even since that time. Because a quantum war is not a conventional kinetic war, it's a full spectrum, and it involves AI quantum hybridized war of respiration that operates simultaneously across all layers of reality to dismantle all those years of engineered control systems while protecting and reactivating the true human potential. That is the goal. You see, quantum computers break all legacy encryption, RSA, ECC, in seconds and minutes. Every hidden financial transaction, black project, elite communication is now being monitored to control the algorithm so that it becomes usable to the good guys. And they have real-time simulation of the entire global systems that they can monitor at once. And we're talking about finance, biology, psychology, climate, social dynamics, et cetera, et cetera. You can ask, let's say you want to remove the Federal Reserve, the WHO, certain bloodlines, specific technologies. You can model the quantum with extreme accuracy to run millions and millions and probably trillions of scenarios. And then you can sit back and pick the best scenario out of those quantum predictions. Pattern recognition at a planetary scale is what you're seeing there, where the quantum system instantly map every node of the negative system, like the central banks, the media cartels, the genetic tampering programs, non-human influence vectors, blah, blah, blah. And you can do this in real time. What type of advantage would that give you? It's an almost unbeatable advantage. And the only way that you could compete with a system like that is to have your own quantum system to combat the quantum system that is being used to eradicate and remove and replace the 17 systems. Now, everything might not be completely smooth, but the way I'm looking at this war right now, it's pretty smooth. Instead of millions and millions of people in chaos and dying, hundreds of thousands of people dying in like in an old kinetic war, you're seeing strategic takeovers, like what Trump did in Venezuela, what he's doing in Iran, and what he's gonna do in Cuba. Okay, this is being run by the Q team, which is based with the quantum system that they're using, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. And this has immediate effects on the economic and financial decapitation, the psychological aspects of the war. And if you have to have kinetic intervention, it will be something like what just happened in Iran, where they just take out the main nodes of operation of that country and they're rendered helpless. Don't let nobody fool you. The Iranian mullahs are not controlling shit. What they're doing is cleaning up what was already taken down. See, the end game is total victory conditions. And with quantum advantage, the war is won through superior intelligence and restoration, not endless attrition. The goal is not to manage evil. The goal is for its complete removal, and the complete removal of the engineered negative architecture and return to the original human sovereignty model. All the non-human parasitic control systems eventually will be exposed and neutralized. Some of them won't be exposed, but they will be neutralized. And all the mankind is restored towards the original man blueprint. I think they're going to do that too. They're going to save the minions that are not evil. I mean, that's not doing anything because it's not their fault that they will manipulate it. And all of our species and all of humanity will basically enter into an ascension timeline instead of a transhumanist enslavement timeline. That is what we're witnessing as we speak. Now, I hope I didn't really complicate that issue, but that is as close as the simplicity that I can get to explain what's going through my mind and what I'm seeing and what I'm studying. While everyone is worrying about what's going on in the politics and everything that's going on over here and what they're showing on the mainstream news, I'm not going to get caught up in that because it's wasteful to me. I really, it's boring actually. After what we went through for the last 10 years, that is simply boring to me to sit here and worry about dumb shit like that because I already know the outcome of that. There isn't going to be no Democrat Party. There isn't going to be hardly any political parties, basically, once this game is all over, once this war is all over. I'm not even worrying about that. I'm not worrying about no stupid virus, no stupid shit that the deep state can bounce back and take over the world and make us all bow down. That's not going to happen. We are not fighting from a position of weakness. What does Trump say? We are fighting from a position of strength. This is a war that must be fought when the species itself is the prize. The annihilation of the species is what these non-entities, these non-human entities, was after. Complete annihilation and control. So we can't have no half measures, no negotiated surrender. These quantum systems turns what would have been a desperate struggle into a calculated, overwhelming victory and restoration. See, these old systems was built in darkness, and we will finish this in the light with perfect clarity. So I just wanted to get that information out there because it's getting harder and harder for me to really concentrate on what these other podcasters are concentrating on. I do listen to them just to see where we're at with that type of information, but it's really totally boring to me. And I'm not saying that I'm better than any of these guys. It's just that I'm coming at a different angle. So if this is boring to you, I don't know if this is for you, but I think it is because you guys are just as awake as I am, and you can see what I'm concentrating on here to make it more viable for us to be able to actually help with our energy vector to include and conclude this war where we are most definitely going to win. Matter of fact, it's already won once you see the way that this thing is going on. I mean, come on. Trump and them is having too much fun. And it seems like it's all orchestrated and it's all being let out. And you've seen it's becoming more and more overt. Just like they put a guy on Fox News that you can clearly see that he's wearing a freaking mask. I mean, and stuff like that happens every day. They're going to be doing it slowly and slowly, especially coming out with the UAP, UFO stuff. You got this, one of the congressmen, Burchett, he's out there telling you about how they hiding 0-point energy, gravity, and all this free energy. It's coming out. It is coming out in the way that I think that they looked at the quantum and picked this type of timeline to basically reveal where it doesn't disrupt it to the point. It doesn't disrupt society to the point where it can't recover. If you dig what I'm trying to say. With this quantum advantage, the war is won through superior intelligence and restoration, like I said before.
I'm going to read you a poem by James McCrae. And I don't say this lightly. Every single person that I've read it to, it has stopped them in their tracks. Not because it's something that you learn, it's because it feels like something that you have to remember. So, it goes like this. Instructions before visiting Earth. In the event that you wake up and find your soul separated from Source and manifest into material form, don't panic. Your condition is only temporary. You have been selected for the opportunity of human incarnation. This 3D simulation is designed to break up the monotony of eternity by giving you a fully immersive experience as a distinct ego identity. Your body will serve as your physical avatar as you navigate a dense and dramatic reality. There will be many distractions, causing you to forget your true nature and origin. You will experience a range of emotions from joy to loneliness to despair. But remember, no matter what trials and traumas you encounter, your soul remains perfectly safe. At times, you may feel lost or afraid. This is totally normal. If you ever need guidance, simply slow down your busy mind and bring your awareness to the quiet place inside yourself. On this planet, nothing is permanent. People and things will come and go. You will fall in love and form sentimental attachments only to lose everything that you hold dear. So cling to nothing too tightly. even yourself. And when it's time to let go with grace, for nothing is owned, only borrowed. As you walk among the people on the planet, try to be a good guest. Tread lightly. Remember that you are only visiting. So don't make a mess. Listen more than you speak. Give more than you take. Don't keep your soft heart locked inside a glass cage, protected from wear and tear. You'll never make it out alive, and time passes quickly. So come back with some battle scars and good stories to tell. James McCrae.
How many of you feel like I do? I'm wondering that. I chose with full sovereign awareness to descend into this realm at this exact moment in history. I volunteered for the front lines to participate in this quantum ascension war, this great awakening. I came here willingly, using my infinite light to help shatter the chains that have bound souls here having a physical experience for centuries. And I came to remind every trapped soul of who they truly are. I'm not just another altered fragment. I am part of the original, eternal, undiluted divine consciousness experiencing reality in human form. I, like each one of you, carry the living codes of source within my essence. And I've chose to awaken at this time to help reactivate them. How many of you feel like I do? I just want to know. Because I stand unapologetic, without fear. I shine here without permission. I don't need permission. I roar the truth without hesitation. I'm not afraid of anyone or anything. Just like you are, I'm one of the chosen who said, send me, before I came to this incarnation. Because I knew I would be a living weapon of light in the quantum ascension war. I came here for total restoration. And we have never lost. The golden age is not coming. It's here, and we are helping to birth it. And source flows through all of us. And the earth itself rises with us. I know that we can't lose because we chose victory before we took our first breath in human form. And we all will see this through. We are the storm. We are the remembrance. And the war is already won. Let us finish this together, guys. I am here. I am awake. I am unstoppable. Say those words to yourself. Don't believe them. Know them. Okay, I'm going to end this today with a very special dance. Put a smile on your face. So peace, love, truth, prosperity, self-sovereignty, and authenticity to each and every one of you.